Hey, here with Stacey and John with ABN School. Today we're talking about something that makes a lot of people cringe. It's not as bad as sales, but it's the first part of sales, not that sales is bad. We're talking about pricing. So, John, you want to give a bit of an intro into your experience of pricing today?
Yeah, Stacey, pricing is a funny thing. It's something which a lot of people struggle with. You really do need to test the market to see what they will pay. Have a look at what your competitors are charging, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to set your price exactly where they've set theirs. What you need to do is you need to look at the value that you have in your product. If you believe that your product is better than what's out there in the market, put that price on it. You can always come down. It's very difficult to go up. What's your opinion of that?
Yeah, look, I think if I was to put my price at a little bit higher, then that gives me some room to move with seasonal discounts, with special events, maybe Christmas bonus, or, maybe there's a school holiday opportunity, or something, of course, a seasonal thing. But then also it's like if I was to run an event, if my price was, let's say, $100, but I was happy to sell it at, say, 75 or even, 49 or something, then I could have a special event, or I could have a limited offer or a discount, or I could package it and all sorts of things. Packaging is a very good way to do some pricing as well. Would you like fries with that? We've all heard that story. That made a huge difference to McDonald's. So by starting high, that gives me some room to move and some, a way to reward, a quick sale, which is not necessarily about convincing or conning people into buying now. It's really, a lot of people are interested in buying the product, and they really need a bit of motivation to get them over the line to make them do it. So I don't see it as a negative thing. I like to encourage people to put their money down because I know I offer a good service. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Look, I think it's vital. It's something that most people, when they first go into business, they miss, and that is that you're there to make a profit. Whatever price that you put on it must cover all of your costs and give you a decent profit. It's no use selling something for $100 and getting $90 out of it after all your costs. You just go broke.
Yeah.
It's okay if you're selling computers or big ticket items that you can take a smaller percentage, but for most people that isn't the case. You need to probably mark up most of your products and services by 50% or more. For instance, in the restaurant industry, yes, they go a lot higher than that, 2.5 to 3 times more. So you need to take that into consideration.
Yeah, absolutely. So when it comes time for you to actually consider what's going to be your first go-to price, there are a few resources, like, for example, that restaurant figure. That's kind of an industry standard, and you can find that through Googling it. And there's some great government resources. John's very familiar with some of these. There's the Business Enterprise Centre, which is a place that we met many years ago. Australian Bureau of Statistics has some figures around some pricing ideas as well. Business.gov.au. And of course, your competitors are a great place to start. And your familiarity with your existing market should give you a bit of an indication there too. And keep in mind, start high is a great thing. Surveys as well, John, yeah?
Surveys, yeah. I was only just thinking about that myself, but there are some people that I've trained in the past have done some really good surveys. They've been out there, spoken to people that are in their target market, and they've come back and they've been quite surprised at some of the things that these people have said. Whereas they might have thought that they could get $70 or $80 for a product, some people are saying you could sell this for $100.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't sell yourself too short. Just because you're very new in business doesn't mean that you can't put out a quality product at a quality price.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's great. And and that's the thing. Yeah, quality product at a quality price, at a higher price. If something that you're interested in doing is creating a big database, then obviously that cost or below cost is something you can look at. But if you're not aware of what's your acquisition cost, which we'll talk about later, what are your production costs? What are the some of the expenses that you're wearing in the process of getting to market? If you're not really aware of that, then it's a very dangerous thing to do because you can actually go backwards.
Yeah.
And that's not what we want to do. Okay, cool. Anything else from you, John?
No, nothing at this stage. The next video that we talk about, we will be talking a bit more about target marketing as well.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So that's a big part of sales and pricing and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Great stuff here with ABN School. John Kirk, Stacey Henderson signing off. Have a great day.